What's up, Aries? Welcome in. We're going to do the 4th week of August. So, let's see what's good. Universe, angel, spirit guides, what's happening here for Aries, the 4th week of August, please? What's the situation and or energies that you are finding Aries to be in? 6 of Pentacles. It's read 2 different ways for work versus love, so I'll read them both. Okay. 6 of Pentacles tends to be, in this case, it's definitely work for the bulk of you. I'll tell you why. Oh, snappy doodah. All right, situation. 6 of Pentacles talks about either promotion or getting more money. For me, it looks like a promotion, moreover than like a new job. Some of you, it is a new job and you're just making more money because it's... The 6 of Pentacles is also the beggar's card. It's like the card where you're begging somebody for something more, right? It's also, that's what we say in the world of love. It's like being breadcrumbed. It's asking for more attention. It's asking for more in the relationship. It's asking for more love, more everything. It's like begging you to be like, hi, I'm over here, stop breadcrumbing me. That's 6 of Pentacles in the world of love. But in the world of work, it is a little bit like begging for help or needing money and asking for assistance of some kind. But usually it's receiving it in the financial world. Like if you look at this card at the bottom, you see the hands and you see the person who's like giving them. It's almost like you're asking for it, right? And you're receiving it because you're getting offered something. So if it is in the world of relationship, maybe you are talking about being breadcrumbs, but then you turn around and you tell your partner, I need more out of this. I need a solid relationship. What the hell is this? I mean, you're just texting me 2-3 times a week. Either you're not into this or, or you're afraid. I don't know. Let's have this conversation. Either way, you're receiving something solid. So this is like, take it to the bank and cash it. It's in your 3D world. It's not in your mind. It's not in your feelings. It's actually in your physical, tangible world. So, new job, promotion, or a relationship that's solid. 2 of Swords, though, on the other hand, talks about where you are mentally. In reverse, it's saying you are torn. You are stuck. You don't know what to do. You feel like if you make one choice, you go down that path. You go down that road. And is it the right road? Because maybe the other path is better for you. Maybe the other road is better for you. Maybe the other person, the other job, the other something is better for you. That's not how it works, Aries. In the world of the universe, you're allowed to go down. Say you're at the top of, like you're going up a tree, right? And your goal is to get to the top of the tree. And you're at a crossroads. And instead of going down this branch, you go down that branch. You go down that branch and then you realize you went down the wrong path. You went down the wrong branch. You're allowed to turn back and keep climbing the tree. Mistakes happen. Things happen. I know that you think it might be the end of the world if you make a choice. Go with your gut. Go with your instinct. But you know what? Let me not speak too soon because we're going to clarify and we're going to see. All right. But at the bottom of the deck, I do see you. The Queen of Wands. Whether you're male or female, you are my queen. So that's just how I read for YouTube, not for private readings. That's just how I am as a reader. So we can discern the difference between who you are versus the incoming energies. The kings are the incomings. Anyway, long story short, Queen of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but moreover, it just talks about you being in your passion, being in your feels, feeling all right, feeling like you, like you're in your skin, like you're good. You're real good. Others of you, maybe you're a mistress or a mister. Maybe you're the third party person. That's how it's read. At least that's how I read it. But we'll see. Anyway, what's coming in towards Aries, please? What is up 4th week of August for Aries, please? Well, you're definitely working hard, or you have a very heavy burden on your shoulder, a lot of responsibility. It's like my Cepheus card. Explain Cepheus in a moment, or Atlas, with the world on, your shoulders kind of feeling. Wow. If you are entertaining a third-party situation, that's what the burden is. You're entertaining 2 avenues simultaneously, and you've burdened yourself. I mean, what else could that be? Anyway, if that's not your case, and this is, you know, something work related, you're celebrating something here. You're celebrating good news, but it's a lot of work. So maybe you did take that job and now it's like off to the races, hard as shit work for you. But there's 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which talks about the roadblocks, obstacles, and challenges before you. Well, with everything new, there's going to be those. So please don't stress or worry about them. You can work them out and get past them. Moreover, with what I was saying, my Cepheus card, Cepheus in Greek mythology was somebody who was, you know, destined to Hades. And Hades was like, okay, so your punishment for all eternity is to take a humongous boulder on your shoulder, walk up a hill, and as soon as Cepheus got to the top of the hill, the boulder would fall off his shoulders and roll back down the hill. So for all of eternity, he was constantly carrying this boulder up the hill on his shoulders, just to watch it fall back down. Anyway, that's the feeling. So if you're entertaining a relationship where you feel responsible for that person, that's what the burden means. If this is work related, it's just a lot of work. And it's like a place where you just can't give up right now. It's like almost like you're dealing with, you know, everything. And a partridge in a pear tree. All right, continuing. That's like an American joke. So those of you around the world won't exactly get it, but okay. What is it that Aries doesn't see coming their way? The Chariot, the Hermit, and the Knight of Swords. And you're still there at the bottom. You're challenged to stay focused, all right? But you are going to be in this place where you are going to retract your energies. You're going to go into hermit mode. So people who go into hermit mode, they're lying low for a reason. Either you just broke up with somebody or things are not in a good place in a relationship for you. You retract your energies because you don't want to tell people. You don't want to talk about it. You want to process your feelings and your emotions. And Hermit is usually the wise card, the wise old man. It's also a Virgo card. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. But in your process of life, in your journey of life, you have learned some lessons, and that's what's made you wise. So you are trying to extrapolate from your problems now wisdom. So you're trying to make wise choices as to your current circumstances. This can be related to work too. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo at work. Others of you, you're just trying to lay low and do your business without being noticed, trying to make wise choices. Because you're obviously dealing with something here. You're getting some kind of new opportunity. You've got some burden on your shoulder. You're struggling to stay focused because it came in a cross position to keep going forward. And I think it all has to do with this message, whatever this message is. Knight of Swords delivers messages that are matter of fact. They're not feelings. They're just like, as a matter of fact, this. You're going to be doing this is going to be your job. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I can handle this relationship anymore. So whatever is said to you, you're like, wait a minute, I gotta process this. And it throws you off balance from staying centered and focused with the Chariot. Because the Chariot stands on 2 rockets. They stand on 2 horses, 2 motorcycles, 2 vehicles. What are those? They're metaphors of your life that propel you forward. One is negative, one is positive. And so you're wobbling on it. So that's the part of you that's struggling to focus. And that's why you're trying to use your wisdom. Let's continue. No, where are you going? Yeah, you are struggling to focus and landed upside down. Oh, let's continue. Let's see what your advice is here. I think this is a humongous pivotal week. I find this very interesting because I'm reading this like a month in advance. So even for me, because there's a lot of Aries in my chart all over the place, I'm like, what the fuck's happening? It's like I gotta be like last week of August, my eyes laser peeled. What's the advice here? You better be laser focused this week. The devil. I had a feeling with the way the energies were making me feel. It was weird. It was like at one point in your life, and you know, for August itself, like things are turning positive, but then I feel like this weird, like someone's pulling my shoulder to the right. I'm like, oh, why am I getting off center? Why am I getting off balance? It feels like my energy is being pulled to a direction. And that's how the cards are feeling. So Temperance in reverse, lack of balance, lack of inner peace, lack of patience. The eternity symbol, round and round we go, here we go. Something we've learned before, but here we are again. Eight of Pentacles, working really hard towards your craft, towards your hobby, towards yourself, towards a person, towards a relationship. Five of Pentacles in reverse, coming in from out of the cold, coming out of financial despair. The devil. Now, these are all in your advice position. For me, this, I can clearly see what they're trying to say to you, the universe and the cards. I would definitely take all of this with a grain of salt, first and foremost. Secondly, I would try to highly remember the advice of these cards. First and foremost, the devil talks about fear, fear of the unknown, narcissistic behavior, or some narcissist person in your life, something toxic, not knowing, letting fear get the best of you. Oh, I'll be rejected. Oh, I'm going to do so bad. Oh, this person isn't going to like me. The devil hears your thoughts, and you're welcoming them into your space. The devil doesn't do things to us. We do things to us, and we allow the devil in. Whether it's an actual person, a toxic environment, or our thoughts themselves. Okay, sidebar. You need to remain focused on your craft, on your hobby, on yourself, on what you're doing, because you've been doing a great job. You've been earning gold. You've been doing well. You've been learning. Sidebar. One on the positive side, one on the negative side. We're splitting these in half so you can see what I'm talking about. Round and round we go. There goes the merry-go-round. You're about to get off. Nope, there you go again, all over. Lesson being repeated to you. We're going to put this over here on the bad side. Temperance, losing balance, losing focus, losing patience, just getting off center. We're going to put it in this pile. Five of Pentacles, coming in from out of the cold, not feeling like you're alone anymore, getting financial stability back on. We'll put it in this pile. We got positive and negative. On the upswing, this is what's happening to you, and in your advice position, it's telling you don't lose focus. You keep working on yourself. You keep working on your hobby. You came in from out of the cold. You're going to come in from out of the cold. You're going to be financially okay. You just keep driving yourself into this direction, the Eight of Pentacles. You know what this guy is doing here, focusing on his shit. And then you're going to come in from out of the cold. All this stuff, don't let it hold you back. Don't let it make you lose focus, who you are, what you're doing. Don't get unbalanced, because your thoughts can make you go in that direction, and you're just going to repeat a cycle and a pattern. Do not go there. The bottom of the deck is death. Because it's kind of like, I know I'm not going to do well here. I'm going to lose my job. I know this relationship's going to do bad. You're inviting that in, energetically speaking. But something does come to a close eventually. But we'll see. Let's continue and see what the outcome of the week is. What's the outcome of the week for Aries, please? See what I'm saying here? The universe is telling you right here, you can avoid something. Try it. Interesting. You're walking back to something that you previously might not have liked or might not have appreciated. I don't know if you're doing this out of fear or because of security, like you're scared of something. We'll see. I'm going to start clarifying all of these. This is a huge reading. I really thought this was going to be a quick and short reading, even because I'm doing it in advance. but it's apparently not. The moon talks about secrets, things that are happening on behind the scenes. You don't know how that person feels about you, relationship speaking wise. You don't know what the higher ups are saying behind your back. You have no clue. But you are walking back to something that really wasn't desirable for you in the first place. It's like, you know, unrequited love. You're going back to that person because maybe you're not certain, because of the fear of the unknown, or just because you don't know. Others of you are walking back to an old job or an old situation, friend or otherwise, that didn't really satisfy you in the first place. It was like, oh, it's all right, it's not for me, but you're walking back to it. And if this isn't you, then it's them. They're coming back to something unsatisfactory, or it was before. We'll see. Let's start clarifying this. But at the bottom of the deck, make no mistake, I don't want you to ever fucking forget this. You are the emperor. The emperor makes moves. That's it. You create empires. You're leaders. Never forget that, and never drop your focus regarding that. So whatever this outcome is, we're going to end up clarifying and seeing all of this. Interesting, before I even started this reading, this deck was calling to me, and I haven't used it in a hot minute, but then I had to sit down and literally count out every single card here and see if 78 cards were there, which they are. So I have a feeling all of the clarifiers are going to be strong indicators as to what's going on here. Because I think this is, even though there's a lot of minor arcana here, I think it's the choices that you're making that are pivotal in changing or your course or your direction or your path. Let's see. What is this opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and Two of Swords in reverse? Please clarify. Three of Swords, something painful, profoundly painful, like heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, sad. Ten of Pentacles, marriage, commitment, a lot of money on your home. You're torn, you're heartbroken, you have to make a decision, and it impacts your relationship, your marriage, or the job that you currently make a lot of money in. It has something to do with this person, this King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they don't have to be an air sign. It's just somebody very smart, cerebral. Can be anybody. Could be a lawyer. Could be, you know, a friend, your lover. They're just not the person that screams the I love yous. Would you tell me the Two of Swords who they are? No. The universe said, no, Irene, I'm going to give you another Two of Swords. It is your choice. It is your free will, and the universe wants you to make it. Can only tell you what it's about and what's happening. And then there's the advice. Let's see. I think your first week of September is going to be quite a fascinating reading. What is the Three of Cups and the Two of Wands, please? Clarify. Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. You're getting some kind of offer. Somebody's coming in to talk to you regarding a team or collaborating with you on an emotional level. So this could be a reconciliation, but there's an uphill battle. It's a lot of work. That's what I'm seeing. As a matter of fact, this is, I'm sorry, I'm just getting these downloads. That's why I was quiet. This is bleeding into the first week of September. These energies is the very tail end of August going into the first week of September. This is what it feels like for me. So the last reading I just did for you guys, it really is just more of like August wrapping up. This feels like huge energies for September. You're definitely celebrating good news, but it's a lot of hard work. You're getting the invitation from the Knight of Wands to work and collaborate with a team here. Others of you, this is a third-party situation, which is creating a burden for you. I really have no other way to read it. 2 3s for me is third party. So, and that's the burden. You are responsible now for one person. Somebody's asking you out. You're taking your chances, and you're trying to use your inner wisdom to decide. That's why Hermit is here, and that's why Hermit is here. This is Cancer card, by the way, and Virgo. So let's see. Please clarify the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, and the Hermit, please. So I'm sorry. I know in the beginning of this reading, I did say this is the 4th week of August, but I'm going to be honest with you. This is really more the 1st week of September. It's the 4th to the 1st. It is the very tail end of the summer. I can feel it. It's just September is going to have some interesting energies for you. 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. You're struggling to focus, so you're trying to make wise decisions. You're going to receive a message. It's like first there's a message regarding feelings, then there's another message of something as a matter of fact, meaning like it's almost like a rushed, impatient kind of message. So you are forced to be at another crossroads. Again, Aries, looking out into your future. But this is regarding an upgrade in your life. Huge upgrade in your life. It's so funny. I was just watching this meme right before I was, I was checking my messages and I was just scrolling through Instagram because I just want to see what my kid's up to. But anyway, long story short, I see this meme and this lady's talking about like these really expensive cars like Bentley and Maybach and, the high-end Mercedes and whatever, right? And she's like, you know why they don't advertise those cars to be sold? Because they don't need to be advertised. They know their worth and their value. They're fucking luxury. And she's like, my friend, you don't need to advertise yourself. You are luxury. They come to you. You don't need to sell yourself. So it feels like this. You're at that crossroads where you might be discovering your worth and your value, and you're going to have to leave a lot of shit behind. And you know that if you walk through that threshold, it's all about this. It's upgrading. You're getting a second chance here with somebody. I think somebody wants to come back and do what you want, what you wanted, what you asked for, what you're asking for. I think they're agreeing with you. Let's see. And maybe that is why at the bottom of the deck, I was looking from your previous thing, the Emperor. Please clarify the advice. The Moon is clarified by the Moon. And then the Virgo card is again at the bottom of the deck. You will be leaving difficulties behind. You will be going to something smoother and easier, but you have to believe in it. Okay? That's kind of what I'm seeing here in your advice position. You are going towards some sort of stability, all right? Because you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. The Moon is here again, and it's telling you, yeah, there are some things going on behind the scenes. You maybe might not be meant to hear it all, Aries, but you might be also repeating a cycle. Do not let the devil in. Do not let the devil get the best of you. You need to find your patience and your balance. You are going to financially come in from out of the cold or emotionally in a relationship from a person. Keep focusing on your job, on your career, because you're going to lose your balance a little bit in the middle of these energies. All right, let's see what the outcome for the week is trying to clarify here. So I'm sorry to change up the energy for you where I'm saying, oh, I know I'm confusing you about like the 4th week of August to the 1st week of September. I just want to be clear about that. It's just as I'm clarifying and the feelings are coming in and as I'm reading them, that's what I'm vibing. All right. For some of you, it can be different because you're not all living out the same thing at the same time. Because the title is going to maybe throw you off, and so is the beginning of the video. cards also have timing in it, so that's the other thing. For Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, you're going to pause and reflect the time and energy that you put into a partnership, whether it's work, business, or love. You're going to walk back to something. And I think you're going to walk back to a partnership where part of it made you unhappy. Part of it made you feel unrequited. However, and it all comes back to this person. It keeps showing me that one energy of one person, even though you might be dealing with two. But it looks like for me, you can't doubt yourselves this week. You really can't. So even though, take my branch analogy of the tree. So say you go back, right, and you think it's a mistake or it's something unrequited or something that doesn't make you happy, you can either A, tell yourselves, okay, now it's confirmed, or B, it's okay that I made the mistake, now I can correct it. Okay? So it's not going to impact or change your life forever and ever and ever. Now, romance angels, let's see what's going on here in the world of love. Those of you who are my members in the extended readings, it's more love focused. It's more about the other person because we invite in the other energy and it's about your dynamic with them. This is generally you and all the people in your world that impact you, your life, and your decisions. All right, let's see. Romance angels. This is what it felt like for me in the world of love. This can actually be the one. So maybe you're doubting yourselves too also, and this is why you're going back possibly or potentially to this partnership. All right, because this person feels the same way as you do. So if they're not vocalizing that to you, just use your intuition. I know they're not vocalizing it because I've seen the moon card twice, and this person keeps peeking through. Not on the table, but, you know, the back of the deck, it's like, you know, there, lurking in the shadows. And very soon you have to make a decision because the universe says, do you want them or not? And I know the unrequited part comes from you when I see very soon. All right, this is like, yeah, I can't be bothered. I don't know if I want this. If you're not sure, give it back to the universe so the universe can distribute somewhere else, not with you. We're going to clarify that in the extended, obviously. But let's see what your Wisdom House of Night has for you for this week. Wisdom House of Night, what say you for Aries? The moon. Guys, how many times am I going to talk about the moon? But let's see what other different messages this is going to say that you can extrapolate for yourselves that I haven't already mentioned. The moon, which is the last card. Okay. This is a sign that you must trust your gut. Holy fuck, I have chills right now. Your instincts and your intuition will lead you through the darkness. When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it's necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that they mean something altogether. You have that power right now. You're being asked to use it. Choose another card for a deeper look at what's really going on behind the scenes. Ta-da! We're going to do that in the extended though. Sorry, guys. And we'll pull another card. Everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you for the second week of September.